the top 30 greatest Afrobeat songs of all time. Disclaimer: Afrobeats with an S is not the same as Afrobeat without the S. The latter was fathered by the legendary Fela Anikulapo Kuti, one saxophone riff at a time. Afrobeats, on the other hand, is the newer global sound from Nigeria, Ghana, and the diaspora that has basically taken over the planet. Think drums, melodies, vibes, and enough bass to shake your neighbor's landlord awake. Now let's be honest, trying to pick the 30 greatest Afrobeat songs of all time is like asking a Nigerian mom to pick her favorite child. You'll probably get a lecture, side-eye, and maybe a hot slap for even suggesting it. But here we are. From the early 2000s love ballads to TikTok certified anthems, this countdown celebrates the songs that made Afrobeats the global juggernaut it is today. So, grab your headphones, adjust your waistline for some involuntary dance moves, and let's count down the top 30 Afrobeat songs of all time. 30. IOJ, Your Number, 2016. Before Rema was serenading Selena Gomez, IOJ had already cracked the US market with this smooth, flirtatious jam. Your Number was that sly song that sneaked onto American airwaves, got remixed by Chris Brown, and became every shy guy's anthem. Sweet, catchy, and dangerously addictive. 29. Mr. Easy, Leg Over, 2016.
Leg over. My baby give me leg over.
Mr. Easy basically invented Banku music, and Leg Over is his Mona Lisa. Smooth vocals, laid-back production, and a chorus that had guys everywhere pretending they knew how to wine waist. A song so mellow, it feels like sipping chilled palm wine under a mango tree. 28. Techno, Pana, 2016. If Afrobeats were a cooking pot, Techno was the chef who added that sweet pepper seasoning in 2016. Pana was not just a hit, it was a cultural reset. Girls screamed Baby Pana in every corner of Lagos, and Techno's falsetto basically glued the song into our heads permanently. 27. Mailberry, Control, 2016. Mailberry didn't just make a song, he created a vibe. Control was the kind of track that made you feel cool even if you were wearing bathroom slippers to the party. Smooth production, cheeky lyrics, and dance floor dominance. 26. Olu Maintain, Yahuze, 2007. Back when Afrobeats was still carving out space, Olu Maintain dropped Yahuze, a song so infectious that it had everyone from street corners to the actual White House dancing. Yes, Colin Powell once danced to this at a party. Google it. 25. Libyanka, People, 2022. This one is proof Afrobeats isn't just about dance. Sometimes it hits your emotions like a punch to the chest. People was a vulnerable, raw anthem that connected globally. It reminded us that sometimes the greatest vibe is honesty. 24. Afrobeat, Drogba, Joanna, 2018. Joanna. If you didn't shout that in the club, were you even outside? Afrobeat's Drogba was the crossover banger that conquered both Africa and the UK scene. Didier Drogba should probably get royalties at this point. 23. Fireboy DML, Peru, 2021. Fireboy was already a star, but when Peru dropped, especially with Ed Sheeran on the remix, it was game over. This song became a passport for Afrobeats, flying across charts like it was born to. A certified sing-along anthem. 22. Wizkid, OJ Legba, 2014. This is more than a song, it's an autobiography. Wizkid's OJ Legba was a prayer, a testimony, and a global awakening. Drake and Skeptic couldn't resist jumping on the remix. Proof that Afrobeats had officially left the block and entered the world stage. 21. Runtown's Mad Over You, 2016. The song that turned Ghana-inspired beats into mainstream Nigerian flavor.
Mad Over You had everybody crooning like love-struck poets, a classic that proved that Runtown could whisper sweet nothings into the mic and make a global hit. 20. Burna Boy's Last Last, 2022. Sampled Tony Braxton, Heartbreak Anthem, Worldwide Domination. Burna Boy said Hold My Hennessy. Last Last became the ultimate breakup soundtrack. Proof that no matter how rich and famous you are, Jollof Rice and Heartbreak still unite us all. 19. Sarkodie feature Castro. Odinai, 2014. From Ghana, Sarkodie gave us this gem, equal parts spiritual and danceable. Odinai was a gospel-tinged track that had clubs, weddings, and churches low-key vibing to the same beat. 18. Wande Cole's Bumper to Bumper, 2008. Wande Cole didn't just sing, he redefined vocals in Afrobeats. Bumper to Bumper was that playful track that had the streets locked down. If you didn't know the dance, you were probably the DJ. 17. Fuse ODG featuring It's Tiffany, Azonto, 2013. The dance that broke the internet before TikTok even existed. Fuse ODG made sure the world knew about Azonto, and suddenly everyone, from London to Lagos, was attempting the moves. Some succeeded, most failed. 16. D'Banj's Fall in Love, 2008. Back when D'Banj was serenading ladies with harmonica solos, Fall in Love was the soundtrack to countless Nigerian love stories. Sweet, simple, and timeless. 15. Kiz Daniel featuring Techno, Booga, 2022. The most streamed Afrobeats anthem of 2022. If you didn't booga at least once, you were probably in a coma. The song had toddlers, politicians, and even grannies hitting that iconic pose. 14. Yeni Alde's Johnny, 2013. Yemi Alade became Mama Africa with this song. Johnny was playful, funny, and danceable. Basically an entire Nollywood rom-com packed into 3 minutes.
Number 13, Davido, Dami Duro, 2011. Davido didn't just announce himself, he barged into the scene with Dami Duro. Loud, confident, and unapologetic, it set the tone for the Afrobeat superstar we know today. 12. Nice Gongasso, 2008. A street anthem turned cultural staple. Gongasso was everywhere. Weddings, clubs, street parties, even your grandma's playlist. Nice had the entire country in his pocket.
11. P Square's Chop My Money, remix, 2012. With Akon jumping on board, this became the ultimate flex anthem. P Square were untouchable, and Chop My Money was proof that Afrobeats could blend seamlessly with global acts. 10. Style Plus's Olufumi, 2003. Afrobeats meets boy band romance. Style Plus gave us Olufumi, a timeless love song that still makes millennials tear up at weddings. Pure classic.
9. Ira Star Rush 2022. Gen Z's Afrobeats queen stamped her authority with Rush. Energetic, fierce, and unapologetic, Ira Star made it clear that Afrobeats wasn't just for the guys. 8. Burna Boy Ye, 2018. Funny story, many fans Googled Kanye's album Ye and accidentally found Burna Boy's track. The result, an Afrobeats global takeover. This anthem turned Burna into an international superstar. 7. Davido Fall, 2017. The song that made Afrobeats America's house guest. Fall broke records in the US, proving that Davido wasn't just singing for the streets, he was singing for the world. 6. D'Banj Oliver Twist, 2011. A smash in the UK, Oliver Twist made D'Banj a household name internationally. Fun, cheeky, and instantly recognizable, it's a staple in Afrobeats history. 5. CK Love Nwantiti, 2019. This song basically broke TikTok. Love No One TT wasn't just a hit, it was a digital phenomenon. From Lagos to Los Angeles, you couldn't scroll for 5 minutes without hearing its hypnotic hook. It became the soundtrack of millions of viral videos, from dance challenges to couple skits, making CK the Afrobeats Womeo the world didn't know it needed. Released in 2019, the track had a slow burn start, but once TikTok and global streaming platforms got a hold of it, the song exploded into a worldwide obsession. Multiple remixes with artists from different continents only fueled its dominance, turning Love Nuwan TT into one of the most streamed Afrobeat songs of all time. But beyond the numbers, what made it special was its intimacy. Unlike many high-energy Afrobeats anthems, this one was soft, tender, and almost whisper-like, a love confession in musical form. CK didn't just give us a hit, he gave the world a romantic anthem that crossed language, culture, and borders. With Love Nuwan TT, Afrobeats officially had its first viral love song, and CK stamped his name in history. 4. WizKid feature Tems. Essence, 2020.
I need to give it all.
Essence is the kind of song that feels like silk, smooth, romantic, and soulful. From the very first note, it wraps around you like warm sunlight on a Sunday morning. Tems' honey-coated vocals float effortlessly over the dreamy beat, while WizKid's laid-back delivery adds that irresistible balance of cool and sensuality. Together, their chemistry created pure magic. When it dropped in 2020, it didn't just top charts, it captured a whole vibe. Suddenly, the world had an Afrobeats anthem that wasn't just for the clubs, but for road trips, rooftop dinners, and sunsets on vacation. By 2021, Essence had officially been crowned the Song of the Summer worldwide, earning Grammy nominations, Billboard chart spots, and a Justin Bieber remix that only widened its reach. But the real power of Essence wasn't just in the numbers, it was in the feeling. It showed that Afrobeats could be sultry, intimate, and global all at once. It became the soundtrack for love stories, late-night thoughts, and moments you wanted to remember forever. Tems' voice plus WizKid's vibe equals perfection. No arguments. 3. Flavor Noir Baby Ashawo Remix, 2011. Flavor gave us high-life-infused Afrobeats magic with this one, a song so catchy that turned Ashawo into a global sing-along. What made it iconic wasn't just the beat, but the way Flavor blended traditional Igbo highlife rhythms with modern Afrobeats flair, creating a sound that felt both nostalgic and brand new. Released in 2011, Noir Baby Ashawo Remix quickly became a party essential, not just in Nigeria, but across Africa and the diaspora. The cheeky lyrics turned the word Ashawo, loosely translated as player or womanizer, into a playful chant that even non-Igbo speakers could shout at the top of their lungs. It was bold, fun, and unashamedly African. The track also cemented Flavor's status as the high-life king who could cross into mainstream Afrobeats without losing his roots. Whenever this song drops at weddings, clubs, or festivals, it doesn't just play, it commands the dance floor. You don't just listen, you dance, you laugh, and you sing along like you've been waiting all night for it. Noir Baby wasn't just a remix, it was a cultural reset, a reminder that Afrobeats isn't only about global charts, it's about the streets, the culture, and that infectious rhythm you can't ignore.
2. Rema Calm Down, 2022. From Benin City to Billboard charts, Calm Down became one of the biggest Afrobeats songs ever. Rema wasn't just singing, he was rewriting history. The song's hetonic melody, breezy delivery, and irresistible hook made it a global obsession. When Selena Gomez hopped on the remix, it wasn't just a collaboration, it was the spark that catapulted the track into a stratosphere few Afrobeat songs had ever reached. It racked up billions of streams, dominated TikTok trends, and shattered records on the Billboard Hot 100, staying there for weeks on end. Suddenly, Rema wasn't just Nigeria's golden boy, he was an international superstar. For Gen Z, Calm Down became the ultimate Afrobeats anthem, a soundtrack for love, vibes, and youthful freedom. For the industry, it was undeniable proof that Afrobeats wasn't just knocking on the global music door anymore, it had already moved in and redecorated the living room. Rema officially went worldwide, and Calm Down will forever be remembered as the song that made the planet stop and say, "So this is Afrobeats." Number 1. Baba, African Queen, 2004.
Just like the sun, light up the earth.
The Undisputed King, African Queen is not just a song, it's an anthem of love, pride, and beauty that transcended borders. For many, it was the very first Afrobeat song they ever heard, the gateway drug that pulled them into the sound. When Baba, then known as Two-Face Idibia, released it in 2004, it wasn't just topping Nigerian charts, it was climbing playlists across Africa, Europe, and even Hollywood. The track famously featured in the movie Fat Girls, starring Monique, giving Afrobeats one of its earliest international spotlights. With its soft guitar strings, heartfelt lyrics, and Baba's velvet-smooth delivery, African Queen became more than music. It became a cultural treasure. It celebrated African women unapologetically at a time when mainstream media rarely did, and it gave the continent a love ballad that still feels fresh 2 decades later. Wedding halls still play it, radio stations still spin it, and every time those opening chords drop, the room goes quiet before everyone sings along word for word. Timeless is not just an adjective here, it's reality. African Queen is eternal, an evergreen masterpiece that not only defined Baba's career, but also opened the door for Afrobeats to travel the world. Forever #1. And there you have it, the top 30 greatest Afrobeat songs of all time. From IOJ's cheeky smoothness to Baba's eternal ballad, these tracks didn't just dominate charts, they shaped culture, defined generations, and carried Afrobeats to the global stage. Afrobeats isn't just music, it's a movement, a celebration of African creativity, resilience, and joy. So now, it's your turn. Which song on this list had you dancing in your room like nobody was watching? Did we miss any bangers you think deserved a spot? Drop your favorites in the comments, like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with your crew because Afrobeats is best enjoyed together.
Looking for my Johnny.